Hey guys, what's up? So, I forgot to film a intro to this video of me going up to the Hard Rock in Tampa. However, I'm going to film it after I've already been back. It's an honestly insane video, a lot of weird positions and good hands. And I think you guys are going to like the video very much. And if you have any tips, comments, tricks, whatever, comment section below, please hit the subscribe button. We just hit 100 subscribers. And that means a lot to me, so thank you guys. Hope you enjoy the video.
So for the first hand we're going to go over, there's a button straddle, and I'm the big blind. The small blind makes the call a flat for $5. I presume to do the same thing. This is my first hand I'm really playing at this table, and I don't plan on playing a huge pot for my first hand. Two other players make the call, and the dealer completes the action with a check of his straddle. We have king queen here offsuit, so it's a pretty premium holding given the fact that the flop is a queen high flop. It comes queen, jack, 5, rainbow. So we're feeling pretty good here. We check it. The small blind checks, we check as well, and it checks all the way through. Now, for the turn, we're going to want to get some value, but the small blind winds up leading out for $15. I, of course, make the call with top pair and next best kicker with a completely rainbow board, not very connected, and everyone else gets out of the way. The river is a king, so the only thing I'm really worried about here is a straight that might have gotten there, but the small blind checks. I don't know if this is a trap or if I should try to get minimum value. Please tell me down in the comment section what you guys think I should do. But I check it back just in case he does have a hand that has me beat. It's fine. I felt like he was drawing based off that turn stab. Turns out we kind of rivered him, which I don't feel great about, but we still take the pot down. He ended up having ace queen. We had king queen, and we rivered the king to river him. Picked up a pretty decent sized pot, about 40-50 bucks for my first hand playing, so not too bad. In the second big hand we get into, I pick up ace king of diamonds, which I like to call the hand that never hits. For some reason, ace king hits with everyone except me. Still, I make a standard pre-flop open of $10. Only 2 people call, including the button and the player directly to my right. Then comes out 6 of spades, 9 of diamonds, and jack of diamonds. So we have a backdoor straight draw and a nut flush draw with the ace and king of diamonds. The player to my right, for some reason, doesn't check to me, just bets straight out into us for $15. Of course, I have to call here with the flush draw. Just a matter of whether I raise or not. The turn is the 7 of spades, which is not a good card for me in my mind. I'm pretty sure he wind up making his straight, or at minimum a 2 pair right here, just given how this player has been acting the whole time since I played with him. And he leads out this time for $30. I bought in for about $150. I have about 100 sitting in front of me, and if this was a situation where I believe he had a 1 pair holding and I had 2 overs with a flush draw, I would probably jam here, make a tough decision. I'm convinced that he has a 2 pair holding at minimum. I'm not going to risk my whole stack on only 9 outs. As much as it hurts, and you can see how painful it is for me in this video, I wind up folding it. In the third hand we're going over today, I am in middle position, and I pick up queen 10 offsuit. While not a premium, I'll be honest, I'm kind of card dead at this point, and I just wanted to play a hand. So I limp in middle position, limps all the way around. There's 5 people in the hand. Under the gun on the flop makes it $5 only on a deuce of clubs, queen of clubs, 6 of diamonds board. With top pair, okay kicker. I feel like this is a good spot to raise. I feel like he's on a draw. I immediately bump it up to $15. Folds all the way back around to the under the gun player, and the under the gun player makes the call. The turn is the 9 of diamonds. I bet out. He checks to me. I bet out for $15 once again. Instead of sizing up, I wanted to keep all his hands in range, even with second pair, maybe even a straight or flush draw. He makes the call, and on this river comes a 6 of clubs, which isn't such a bad card for me. However, the flush draw got there and the 6 paired. So I'm kind of nervous about this, especially when my opponent jams his whole stack in there for $200 effective. While this is a vast overbet, there's only about $90 in the pot, and I was putting on a flush draw or second pair this whole time, and both of those wind up hitting. Second pair made trips, and the flush draw hit. So in this situation, top pair is only a bluff catcher, and even if he only has a queen and he's trying to rep a 6, odds are we're still beat. It's a tough hand to fold, but I have to fold it here. I know a lot of you guys are going to say it's nitty, but I happen to fold with about $100 back. Villain is a nice guy though, and shows us that he had the nut flush with ace king of clubs, even though he didn't raise pre-flop, which goes to tell you a lot about the tables in Tampa. So the next 3 hands we're going to look at are by far my 3 favorite hands of the session, maybe some of mine all time. I look down at ace 6 suited of clubs on the button. It's a straddle pot under the gun, so everyone limps to me. I just make the limp instead of bumping it up. I'm not playing with too much effective right now, only about 125, and I would like to see a flop. The flop comes out great. It comes out queen, 10, jack with 1 club and 2 spades. The player to my right bets out for 10. I call with a backdoor flush draw and a gut shot straight draw, and 4 other people make the call. 5 people make the call to this point, so we're all seeing a turn. And the turn is the best card we could possibly imagine. It is the king of clubs, giving us the straight and the nut flush draw. In this situation, the player to my right leads out again, but this time for $45. When he does that, I take a second to think about it, but I'm trying to push off a straight draw with an ace here off of a chop, and I'm trying to get maximum value from a worse straight, and even if it's a chop, we still have outs with the club. Player winds up folding, and I just show him for good measure I had it so they don't think I'm bluffing later on. So remember how I said these are my favorite hands? This is definitely one of them. I get king, queen of hearts, pretty decent hand. I open it up when there's a $5 button straddle and 2 people limped. I open up to 15, which has been pretty standard for our table. 5 people call, so that kind of worries me. However, the flop comes out pretty decent. It comes out 10-2-2 with 2 hearts on it. So at this point, I'm kind of just betting on the flush draw and a slight continuation bet, but slight bluff. I bet $20 and 4 people wind up calling. The turn is the jack of spades. Not a great card, but it does give us an open-ended straight draw to go along with our flush draw. I bet $30, 2 people call. I'm not really slowing down at this point because I don't want someone to jam all in on me and push me out when I have outs. The river, however, is a 9 of diamonds. So we get there, we have the nut straight. Even though it's a paired board, there's not much else I can do at this point. I have to jam. I jam for about $100 effective, and I get only 1 caller, who's the player, as you can see from the video, to my left. He calls and sees the straight, sees that I rivered him, and starts absolutely flipping out. Even though I bet the whole way, I was the one leading the action. He did not raise me once. I just don't like players who play like this and get annoyed when people hit their cards. If you're trying to stop someone from hitting a card and you know you're way ahead, bet them out of the hand. Because any heart there, I would have taken all his chips, and then the straight that got there, I took all his chips. So I don't understand why people get angry when they don't bet you out of pot, you know? Let me know if you guys have any experiences with that in the comment section below. The last hand we're going to go over is a nice one. Many of you have seen it on my Instagram. If you don't currently follow me on Instagram, please follow JTM Poker on Instagram. Whenever I go out, I post little updates about what I'm doing, where I'm playing, and a lot of times when the next video is coming up. So I'd really appreciate that. Well, in this situation, we look down at pocket deuces, and after that last hand with the king queen of hearts, we have about $330 sitting in front of us, and I wanted to get frisky. I wanted to play some hands. So we're sitting here on the button. There is a open to $7 and then a raise to 14 after I called the 7. In that situation, three-handed, there's not much I can do but call because I know one of them is holding a monster. There was no 3-betting pre-flop, and we're just going set hunting here. I have the money to go set hunting. The flop is just about as good as it can come to me. It is Queen 7-2 Rainbow, so we're looking great in this position. And the player who was already pissed off at me and yelling at me on the prior hand is the same player that 3-bet pre-flop. He leads out on this board for $30. There's not much else I could do. I jammed to put them all in. He snap calls. He has pocket aces. We have a set of 2s. In this situation, he's screaming at the dealer, calling him a mother effer. Dealer calls the floor over, and the guy just starts freaking out. But you know how it is. You know how I run. You've seen the past videos. You know what's going to wind up coming. Even though I'm a 90% favorite, 92 actually, percent favorite, you know exactly what's coming on the turn of the river. The turn is a clear card. However, the river is an ace, and it's set over set. The guy's still flipping out, though, wondering why I was in the hand. Anyone watching these videos, please do not be like that guy. If you're going to 3-bet pre-flop, 3-bet to at least 3x, especially when there's 3 people that have called. Especially with aces. You want to get it in pre-flop. You don't want to trap and then get mad that someone caught you. But whatever, we wind up getting out of there with a $200 profit, and even with the tilt that happened from that guy, it was still an amazing session. And I really thank you guys for watching these videos. Please subscribe. Please comment anything you'd like, any tips, comments, anything you have about the video, please comment that. And please subscribe, show your friends, like the video, so I can keep putting them out. I really appreciate you guys. Have a great night.
And he loves me when he loses too, just glares at me for like 30 seconds. You get one more and one more. You got I'm sorry. Damn it. I don't have a king, I have a queen though.